Hello everyone. It's been quite a long time since I announced that giveaway video. So I hope everyone are eagerly waiting for this video to kickstart your content creation journey in LinkedIn. As promised, I'm going to give you enormous value through this video. Starting this video, if you still have any hesitation on what you will be getting for creating content, then go back, sit and watch my previous video where I revealed everything that I got through LinkedIn, especially creating content. The process that I'm going to show is easy to follow, but it's not just about following the process, it's actually about the consistency. Content creation is a game of consistency. If you consistently provide value through your content for a longer period, then you will reap its benefits. So without wasting time, let's get started. There are few prerequisites in order to start your content creation journey. First and the foremost thing is to have a LinkedIn account with proper details. If you don't have one, then create it and fill it with the mandatory details. Maintain a decent, good looking profile. So what I'm showing is mine. Next, you have to choose your domain. We are going to create tech content, but under tech, you have to choose your domain. For example, I have been creating content in full stack web development and the technologies I use. So you might be from different domains such as DevOps, testing, database, AML, and anything. It can be anything, but you should choose one domain. Third criteria is you should have a minimum understanding or experience in that domain. You need not be an expert, but it is advisable to have minimum knowledge to start your content creation journey. At a point of time, you will be exhausted with ideas that you know. In that point, start learning new things and then share it. Learn and share. It is as simple as that. Once you pass all three criteria, then you are ready to kickstart your content creation journey. The first step framework. Research. Creating a readable content. So from the research you did, you have to convert that into a readable content. Converting it into a carousel. So the readable content that you have formed, you have taken or you have gathered, you have to be able to convert that into beautiful carousel with vector images, code snippets and whatsoever. Whatever you can, create a beautiful carousel. Then writing a post description with hooks. To hit that post button, obviously we are going to schedule the post, so we'll be scheduling it. So these are the 5-step framework that we are going to follow to create our content in LinkedIn. We are now entering into the first part of the 5-step framework, which is the research. Before starting your research, you have to choose one topic that you are going to create the post, for which you are going to create the post. So I have chosen Angular pipes. So search for Angular pipes and then in the search result, choose the top 4 sites. Just right click and then click open the link in news tab so that all those will be in new tabs. Read through all the sites that you have opened, gather as much as points you can and then put it in a notepad. Between, I have also found a code repository where I could get code snippets for my particular post. So I'm opening the code sandbox. And finally, we are able to create our own readable content from the research that we have done in these websites. Gather all the points in the notepad. So it's not that you have to create a structured content. It is also enough if it is understandable to you. Just a notes kind of a thing is enough. So after creating the readable content, we are going to convert this readable content into a carousel. So for creating carousel, I use Canva. I am giving a heads up. I am using an educational account here. In Canva, I am using premium features. You can also use the free features, which is completely your stand. Now, once you come into Canva, go and click on the search bar and type LinkedIn Carousel. Here in the search result, you will get lots of templates that is being predefined, that is available in LinkedIn, so that you need not sit and design something from scratch. You can take the template and then modify as you want. There will be tons of templates available, but there are few things. But if you are going for free, few things would not be possible to create, but then it's up to you. So now let me go to the project that I am working on, which is this Angular folder. So I have already created few posts in Angular. So what I'm going to do is take a existing template and then making a copy out of it, and then I'll be redesigning it so that I need not again create a new template. So here I'm opening my existing design, whereas if you are going to create a new one, then open already present design so that you can modify it as you want. So here what you need, if you are creating newly, then you need to modify two things first, which is the front page and then the last page, also the design that you wish. So once that is done, change the name of the design to your wish. So change the name of the design. I'm giving Angular pipes, and then also the title that I'm changing to Angular pipes. Align it center. Oh, not say exactly center, like whichever alignment you wish for. So if you are creating newly, then you can go and search in the templates, open something, and then if you click on that plus icon, it will automatically get added into your design, where you can also change or modify as you wish. You can type something, you can change the layout, you can go and may set it out. So it's very easy to use. Yeah, that's how you have to include a new template. Now coming into our design, so first page we have created Angular pipes, and then now we are going into the second page. So we'll see what we need to add in the second page. So what are Angular pipes? Align it in the center. So these points I have taken from the previous websites, and few I have formed in my own. So to create a duplicate of a particular element in Canva, press Alt and then click on that particular element and drag it, so that it will create you a new element. Sorry, it will create you a duplicate element. Now here there is an empty space in the bottom. Like we have filled the points, we have kept the title, but there needs some images to be added so that this page becomes attractive. So go to the element section and type what image you need. So this is a kind of an AI thing where whatever you type, the relevant vector images, photos, videos, shapes, all those kinds of things would be given by Canva itself. So this is one feature that I love the most in Canva, so that this will enable us to create the carousels very fast rather than going to the Google search and then searching for each and everything to bring. So this is pretty easy. You can directly take from the element section and then paste it into your design. So I'll be trying few things out of here.
Three hours later.
Finally, the second page is also ready in our design. So the first one is ready and the second one is ready. Now let's head into the third page. So from the research, I have found that there are many types of pipes to be addressed. So we are going to represent these types in this page. Now to represent this, we can go for any types of representation. The previous point representation is something that is usual. It will not be that attractive. So now what I'm going to do is search for a pie chart to bring in all the pipe types, so all the type of pipes into it, so that looks even more attractive, and then it will also be easy for understanding.
Three days later.
Finally, I found a pie chart that I need to represent these type of pipes into it. So when I keep these types into this pie chart, it looks even more attractive, and then the representation would be even more better than the usual points. Let's place all the types of pipe into it.
Later.
So after you place everything, now if you have different elements, then select all those and group it so that you can move everything in one shot and then align it accordingly. Now the first page is ready, second page is ready, and the third one is also ready. Now let's get into the fourth page. So now let's take one or two pipe types from it and then explain each in different pages. First, let's go with formatting the data. Here we are going to see one important thing, that is how do you create this code snippets. So for which I use a particular website called Snappify. Go to Google and type Snappify. So the first website that is being given in the results, click on that. So this is the website that I use for creating beautiful code snippets. Let's see the pricing. There are different type of pricing plans. So what I'm using is the free plan. For in free plan itself, like most of our desired outputs can be taken. So it's up to you whether if you need to go for the premium plan, then it's always your wish. So now if you go into dashboard, there will be the snaps that you can create. In free tier you can create only 2 snaps. I have already created 2 things, I guess. Like here there will be 2 kinds of snaps, which is with profile and with the default thing. Create a snap and then open it. So once you open a snap, so it will land you to this page where you can design and give your code snippet. So now if you click on it and then see in the right side, you will get the options on the design facilities. The first thing would be the color of that particular code window. You can click on the colors and then change the colors as you wish. And then the tab name, it is always better to give the tab name. It will be useful for the viewers to identify which tab it is, so which code it is. Next, you can change the alignment of the tab. Now let's get into the coding area. So here there will be lot of languages that you can use to create your code snippet. Now it is in the CSS format. This is a TypeScript code. First we have to change the code to TypeScript from CSS. See, now the coloring has been changed, and then if you need, we can also alter the size of that particular text. Don't go very small, else if you go very small, then the code will not be that visible when you place it in your carousel. So always keep it at 15, 16. Now our text is going out of the window, so let's resize the window. Perfect. Now we have resized it and our code looks beautiful in this window. So there are few options for you to download this. The first one would be downloading it as a picture, and if you need more than, and then would be copying it to your clipboard. So I would prefer copying it to the clipboard so that I can directly go to the Canva and then paste it. Press Ctrl V, it will get pasted in your particular design. The code is looking good, but it is not readable. What we need to do is format a little bit. The size of that particular code snippet can be changed, and then it can be fit into the screen properly, and then it also becomes more readable. Now if you see, the corners are so sharp. So now we have to change the corners to rounded ones. So for which you need to go to the borders and then add border radius. So now if you see, the corners have become rounded and it looks beautiful. Small things can make your design even more better. So it's fully creativity, and then the amount of time you invest in creating such carousels. Have invested hours and hours of time to create more than 100 carousels like this, but it's all about the interest and the creative mind you have. Now I have a few empty space there. So to fill that, I'm going to bring out a chameleon on top of that particular code snippet. So this looks something different. So this attracts people to look into what we have done, what type of content we are providing, and they tend to read from it. So this is simple attractive things that I do to make people stay in my post. Now if you see, the fourth page is also ready. Now let's head into the fifth page. So I've taken this code from the code sandbox, copy and then paste it. It is as simple as that. So once you start doing it, you will feel it very easy to create these code snippets, bring it into your design, add few vector images, make it attractive, and then form it as a whole carousel. So again there is an empty space at the bottom, so we have to fill it with again a chameleon. As we have used chameleon before, it is always better to use that same chameleon in the bottom as well. Now I'm looking for a different type of chameleon where it is sitting on a pipe, so that this will be relatable to both the content and then it will be attractive.
A few minutes later.
Finally, I found a chameleon on a pipe, what I expected. So now we have completed our fourth page as well. Now we'll give more examples on the different type of pipes that we have gathered from different websites. The more research you do and the more content that you gather will be useful when you create Carousel. Again, there is an empty space in the bottom, so we'll fill it with a vector image. This looks much better. Yes, this is what I expected. So we have completed another page. So one more tip that I'm going to give you now is, if you are going to create a similar kind of page hereafter, then click on that duplicate page so that the same format will be replicated, so that you can just replace the text everywhere. So replace the code snippet and replace the vector image. This is enough to create another page. As we have already created for uppercase, we are going to neglect the lowercase and then we are going to go to the currency pipe. It is not always expected to give everything, because if you give more than 10 to 15 pages, no one is going to sit and read. It is always better to give a short and sweet content, maximum of 10 pages. Align everything in the center. Now again, we are going to fill the empty space with a vector image. Try different images, look which is good in that particular background, or if the color doesn't suit, then change the color as you wish. Perfect. So this looks good. Always try to give images which are related to that content. Next, percentage pipe. It's the same steps that I'll be repeating again and again to create the pages. So again, it's time for the vector image. That's it. Finally, we have completed our creation of carousel for angular pipes. So this carousel will explain you the basics of angular pipes and then show you the different types and then how it is implemented. Again, go back to the first page and see if everything is as expected in place and if everything is aligned properly. Check for readability, check for attractiveness. If everything is done, seal this, hit the share button, go to download and then select the PDF standard format so that it will be converted into a PDF and you will be able to download that. Download it from Canva. We'll now move into our next phase, which is creating the post description. Now our carousel is ready. Let's head into LinkedIn. Go to your profile and then click on create a post. Now click add new document and then choose the file that you have downloaded. Give the title and then wait for the particular document to get loaded. Once it is loaded, check for each pages whether it is looking good, because sometimes due to rendering this may get affected. Everything is perfect, click done. Now your document is loaded. It's the most important part, which is to give the first line. This first line is called as hooks in content creation. The first line is what will make your audience stay. So put yourself in the shoes of the audience and then think what can make you stop in this post if you are scrolling the feed. Think in that way and then give a particular hook. Yeah, so here I have created my post description. So always have a particular saying for your post as a trademark. Here I would say never underestimate the power of learning the basics always build you. So this is kind of a trademark line or a quote I would put in all my posts. Next is tagging the most active profiles, especially in your particular niche. For example, in web development, W3 schools and JavaScript mastery are the big accounts or big profiles that are active in engaging with your content. And also I would tell you, it is not just tagging them, your post will not perform well. It's always about the content. I have tried I have almost tagged them in all my posts, but few posts go well, few posts do not go well, because it is also dependent on various other factors. Tagging them will boost your visibility more. Next, it's time to post our content. Check for everything once, read through everything, and once everything is fine, you can also hit that post button directly, which will post it immediately and make your post live. I would prefer scheduling the post. Creating the post and scheduling it will be effective. I have to also say you this, the timing of your post is also crucial. You shouldn't post at midnight or something, your post will not perform well. Always try posting in the daytime between 10 to 12, which is somewhere I found people to be most active in LinkedIn at that time. So your post will also perform better if you post during 10 to 12 or 10 to 2 in that time. So once you click schedule, your post will be scheduled. Always create in batches. It will be hectic if you create each post every day. I have done that in my earlier days, like sitting at night creating the post for the next day. But later I found batching the post will be useful than creating it every day. So create 5 posts in the weekend and then schedule it for the next week, so that every post will get scheduled automatically, and then everything will be posted even when you don't open LinkedIn. That would be even more easier for you to be active and then post consistently in LinkedIn. Consistency is the key. Everything will fall into place if you are consistent in doing something. Cool. All done. As promised, I have given you my content creation process step by step. Now it's all in your hands to take that up and begin yours. I would be happy if anyone watching this starts their journey and get all that they wished for through content creation. If you are watching till now, I'm 100% sure that you are having that aspiration to start. Don't think of anything, just create your first post and keep going. Everything will fall into place as it had already happened to me. All the very best for your content creation journey. Do connect with me on LinkedIn and tag me in your first post. I'll be the most happiest person. See you all in another video. Take care. Cheers. Bye.